Earth, Wind and Fire. Right, with me in the studio, I've got Liz Taylor, and a famous name, but Liz actually is very, very famous. She's, right, they always call her the millionaire party planner, but Liz just does stuff. Good morning.
Good morning,
she does,
Mike.
she's a proper Manchester character. Now, she's going to be doing a big do with Gary Barlow. So, tell me about that first.
Should I help you out here?
Yeah, go on.
Listen, on the 27th of September, Victoria Warehouse, which is the coolest venue in town, Gary Barlow's performing live for Child Bereavement and Red Sea Pedestrians, two charities. The Red Sea Pedestrians is a local one that raises money for children's charities, and Child Bereavement speaks for itself. And it's just evolved into the most ridiculous, huge thing. You know, Gary Neville's now hosting it, and he's Mr. Manchester, isn't he? I hope are you a blue or a red?
Sorry?
Are you a blue or a red?
I thought I'm a red.
Oh, well, there you go. So you can come.
I don't even like the word blue used in the studio.
Sorry.
God almighty.
And then Bentley have given me a Bentley Continental convertible to auction. Robbie Williams.
Really?
Yeah, a Sirius coming out at the beginning of September. Robbie Williams has given me a meet and greet.
Right, I've run into you year on year over the years, what stuff that you've planned, stuff that you've put together. How did you get into the job? How did you get to do that for a living?
You haven't got me on the show long enough to explain that, but basically I fell into it. I was in retail for years. I fell into it. The Midland Hotel, which is iconic, as you know, in town, had been bought over by the Holiday Inn. They wanted to launch it to PAs. I happened to bump into somebody. I did a Hollywood night. Do you remember Chester Harriet, that wonderful pianist, Ainsley Harriet's dad?
Yes.
Well, he performed in the out by the swimming pool. That was what happened. I did this Hollywood night. They gave me 3 other projects. I put 200 quid in the bank. I had 2 very young children.
How long have you been doing it for now?
Like I'm going to tell you. You tell them your age and that. This is between you and I.
Yeah, okay.
30 years.
That's amazing. So you started when you were 10?
No, 4 actually.
Yeah, sorry, of course, started when you were 4. Right, so you've always done these projects, and I know you've done society weddings and stuff, but this is your baby, isn't it?
Yes.
This one, right.
This was a treadmill moment.
So why have you done, because really, it's, right, I want this doing, I want you, Liz, to facilitate it, but this is Liz planning her own event in a way. So why this time?
Well, first of all, I'm married 2 daughters, so I've had a little bit of practice, and they were the worst people to work for, my 2 kids. Why am I doing it? Because I have 2 children, I have 3 grandchildren, and when I got involved with it originally, it was a recommendation from Gary Barlow, who's been a client of mine since 2011. He put me in touch with the committee and told the committee to use me on an event he was doing in London, and it just hit home. It resonated. I watched the video. It's not just about children losing parents, but it's about parents losing children, which is every parent's worst nightmare.
Because all of us expect our kids to survive us.
Oh, totally. And you just, life is just so precious, and you don't realise it until you get that little bit older.
I remember we lost my sister when she was quite young, and my mum never really recovered psychologically. For the rest of her life, really.
Well, Julia Samuel, who set up this charity, looked after. She was Princess Diana's closest friend, and when she passed away, she helped the boys, and she founded it. She's the most amazing woman, and no, you don't recover without the help of these people.
And there was nobody for me mum.
Exactly. So that's exactly why I'm doing it.
Because we couldn't do it because we were kids. So you're too close.
And you're dealing with your own grief. You're dealing with your own grief.
And you've not got the skills.
Correct.
To do that.
So it's an amazing charity. And everybody that I'm involved with, all the celebrities have been superb. They're all on board. Mr. Plaza, you're coming to it. You're going to come.
Of course I'll come.
I can't have you singing any 60s songs or any of that stuff because we've got Gary Barlow, but I'd love you there.
So I mean, surely Gary can accommodate me.
I'll ask him.
Listen, Viv would love a posh frock. It'd be great.
Could be the 4th take, that really, couldn't you?
Yeah, it'd be great to get her there. Do you take it for granted that you can phone Gary Barlow up? I mean, do you realise what you can do, or do you just get not blasé? I don't mean it like that, but it's just I'll just give Gary a ring, just give Phil a ring.
My view is this. that everybody does as everybody else. You know, nobody's better than anyone else. So in for a penny, in for a pound. I've sat at Buckingham Palace next to Prince Andrew and discussed things that probably I shouldn't have discussed with him. If they, what can they do? They can only say no to you. Yeah, I do pinch myself, but I work very, very hard, and I've delivered a product that they obviously appreciate, otherwise they wouldn't come back to me. My biggest thing, it was sitting in Robbie Williams' house for Thanksgiving dinner 2 years ago with Adele on one side and Nicole Scherzinger on the other, thinking, what the am I doing here?
So what's your background? Where are you from?
I'm a Manc.
I know, but whereabouts?
I'm the posh side. I went to Manchester High School, born in Didsbury, now live in Bowden. Always Manchester. I love Manchester. I think it's been, you know, when it was bombed and it was reinvented as a city, it's the second city in the UK. I love it.
It's now apparently the best place to live in the UK, well above London, and this is in world rankings.
Is that right?
Yeah, just recent. I think we did it. Was it earlier this week? We found that. Where do you get your energy from? I mean, you're 34 years of age now. You know.
Oh God! You said you wouldn't tell anybody.
I'm sorry about that. But I mean, to have been every time I see you, just because obviously Liz plans events, and every now and then I'm at an event that she's planned, whether I'm spectating, whether I'm performing, whatever it is. But you always have the same energy that you've got now. All the time. So 10 years ago you had it, 15 years ago you had it, 20 years ago you had it. Today you've got it.
I love what I do. I exercise. Listen, I do get discount on Virgin trains. Okay, so that's all I'm sharing with you. But I love it. I love what I do. I'm in a young industry, surrounded by passionate people. I'm as mad as a box of frogs. You know, if you want me to do Down the Yellow Brick Road, I'll build it from here to eternity with all the characters on it. Got great people around me. And that's where my energy comes from. I'm on the treadmill every morning. A bit of a nip and a tuck, you know, as you do. But apart from that...
I couldn't possibly comment.
You could. You can say you look good.
No, you do. You look absolutely amazing. So what about the other charity, Red Sea Pedestrians?
That's a charity.
It's a great name.
I was, obviously it was sort of, a band of Jewish guys that started it originally, and now it's expanded and evolved. They've raised something like £2 million for Manchester Children's Hospital over the last few years. Last year, with 200 people at the Lowry Hotel, we raised £360,000, and it goes to life-saving equipment for children and babies. And so we decided to give a proportion of that locally. Child Bereavement have opened a centre in Widnes. Emma Neville is very involved in that. So it's all sort of meshed together, and let's see what we raise. You know, if I'd love to raise £750,000. The details are on my website. Just phone the office, buy a table, buy a ticket. Tickets are now £500. All my £1,000 heads have gone. They all went immediately, 10 grand tables. So I've got really, it's going to be a special
And
night.
I know if you're, Joe Ordinary, you think that's a lot of money. But you're looking at people that have got a few quid from the north of England, but put that money back into society in a way. Do you know what I mean? By buying the ticket and by coming to this.
Correct, because everyone's doing it for nothing, including Gary. And so therefore the money that we get is going back into the charity. So it's a bit of a coup.
No, you've done really well. Liz, great having you in, honestly.
Thank you.
Absolutely great seeing you again.
Thank you.